Well, Coach, down by 11 to start the fourth, and your defense just muscled its way to that victory. Do you agree?
Yeah, I thought our defense the whole night was really good. Obviously, the rebounding has to be improved. We had some great defensive possessions where we didn't clean it up with a defensive rebound, so that's the one thing that we have to improve upon. But I have to give a lot of credit to that group that started the fourth quarter. DeAndre, Jamal, Peyton, I think Julian, and maybe Michael Porter, because they started 12-4, got back into the game, to your point, got us back within striking distance, and then we went to Russ and Nikola around the 7-minute mark, and couldn't be more proud of a group. Obviously, tough loss at home last night. You get into the hotel around 3:34, and another win on the second night of a back-to-back. Tough-minded, resilient, mentally tough, and it's good to get last night's loss back and to go home and have a chance to get a rest day tomorrow before we get back at practice to prepare for the upcoming homestand.
What does it say about Michael? 24 of his 28 in the second half, and you mentioned that critical push there. He was in the game, and he made most of the buckets for you.
Yeah, I mean, Michael played 46 minutes tonight. I don't think I took him out in the second half. If I did, it was for a cup of coffee. He got going. I think we were 1 for 15 from 3 at halftime. And the quality of looks that we were getting, Vic, were great. I mean, Julian was getting good looks. Michael was getting good looks. They didn't go down. So you tell your shooters to stay with it when you're generating such quality looks. And Michael did. To score 24 of his 28 in the second half. Huge performance by him. Obviously, Nikola, 46, 9, and 10. 2 block shots, 2 steals. He's doing a little bit of everything. Russell, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. And Jamal, I thought Jamal had some really good moments as well. 5 steals and 6 rebounds, and he was really active defensively as well. So good team win tonight.
Coach, we were talking about in the broadcast how there was a lot of talk on social after last night's game about Wembanyama outplaying Jokić, and maybe there's a changing of the guard or something like that. And I wonder, how much do you think Jokić pay any attention to that? Did you feel like he was more determined tonight? He certainly got it going in the second half, where he just said, "I'm going to take this game over and get out of my way."
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Nikola's like me. I don't think he pays any attention to social media, what's being said, good, bad, indifferent. But I do know that Nikola has a ton of respect for Victor Wembanyama, and we all do. He's a great young talent. And he's getting better right in front of our eyes. And he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for many, many years. And that has nothing to do with social media. That's just greatness respecting greatness between two really good players. And I think, when I was talking with Nikola after the game, he was frustrated that he missed so many shots that he normally makes. And he wanted to come out tonight and be a lot more efficient. So to go 19 of 35, I would say is pretty efficient, Chris. And to get 9 assists, 10 rebounds, and as I mentioned, 2 blocks and 2 steals. The guy is just, filling up the stat sheet every single night. So, but all he cares about is winning. That's the most important stat for Nikola.
Seeing that one of the changes, you started putting Peyton Watson on Wemby a whole lot in that fourth quarter and overtime. What would you say about the job he did on Wemby?
Oh, he was our defensive player of the game. I thought he embraced that challenge. And, Chris asked the question, hey, it's hard to guard a guy. And I said, try harder. And, and I thought Peyton did that. Peyton, guarding a great player is not easy. But you have to embrace that challenge. You have to be up for that challenge mentally and physically. And I thought Peyton did an outstanding job for us on both ends, to be honest. And that was great to see. And I thought a really key point, third quarter, fourth quarter, overtime, we only had 3 turnovers. And when we don't turn the ball over, we don't fuel other teams' break. And that's such an important factor for us. Take care of the ball, make teams play in the half court. And when you do that, I really believe that a half-court defense has a chance to be exceptional. And I thought we had some really good possessions down the stretch of a close game and into overtime, which we were able to win by 11, which you don't see 14-3 in overtime very often.
How bad did you need that? I mean, back-to-back games are tough enough, but how bad did you need that mentally to win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you have a game like we had last night where you're up 5 at home in front of a great crowd with 2:30 to go, and we are so used to just put in the books. Red Auerbach would have lit up a cigar, and it didn't happen. And you have to give them credit, and we have to own up our shortcomings. Don't be afraid to look in that mirror. and say, well, what could I have done better as a head coach? What could we have done better as a team? And I thought we had a better showing tonight. So, yes, we were 8-4 in our last 12 going into tonight. We've been playing better. I think our guys understand this is a time of year, especially with the month that we're facing and the quality of opponents that we have coming up, that we have to be a lot more disciplined, connected, urgent, desperate, whatever you want to call it, to start stringing wins and playing at a high level. And hopefully this is another game that can continue to propel us towards that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.